Once upon a time, in a distant land called Babylon, there was a very wise and kind man named Daniel. He loved God with all his heart, and every day, 3 times a day, Daniel would stop everything he was doing to pray and thank God. Daniel was so honest and dedicated that the king of Babylon, named Darius, trusted him more than any other palace helper. This made some men very envious. They did not like to see Daniel always being praised and respected. "We need to find a way to get rid of Daniel," they whispered among themselves. But Daniel made no mistakes at work, did not steal, did not lie, and did nothing wrong. So the envious men had a wicked idea. The only way to harm Daniel is to invent a law that forbids him from praying to his God. So they went to King Darius and said, "O king, make a special law. For 30 days, no one can pray to any god or man, only to you. Whoever disobeys will be thrown into the lion's den." The king, unaware of the trap, signed the law. But Daniel did not stop praying. He knew that obeying God was more important than obeying men. So, as always, he opened the window, knelt down, and prayed to the Lord. The envious men saw Daniel praying and ran to tell the king. King Darius, Daniel broke the law. He prayed to his God. The king was very sad because he loved Daniel, but he could not go back on his own law. Thus, Daniel was taken to the lion's den. Before throwing him in, the king said, "Daniel, I hope the God whom you serve saves you." The den was filled with large, strong, and hungry lions. A stone was placed over the entrance, and Daniel spent the night inside. The next morning, very early, the king ran to the den and shouted with hope, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to save you from the lions?" Suddenly, Daniel's voice was heard from inside. "Long live the king! My God sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions. They have not harmed me at all, because I was faithful to him." The king was filled with joy. Daniel was taken out of the den without a scratch. Then the king made a new decree. Everyone must respect the God of Daniel, for he is the true God who saves and delivers. And so, Daniel continued to serve God and was blessed every day of his life. Sparkle's moral of the story for children: when we trust in God and remain faithful, even in difficult times, he always takes care of us. If you like this story, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share so that more children can learn about God's care.